Hello everyone, welcome here. In this lecture, you are going to learn how to apply drop-downs, styling and making hover effects for these drop-downs. A group of data which we are going to be making which is not going to be changed by the user, such data we'll use in drop-down list items. So let's see by creating first this drop-down list items how it is possible to easy. So first I am taking a div tag, div tag, open and end, and inside the div I'm taking one more div element to presenting for list of items. So this div element I'm going to adding a tag. So this a tag will help on making links or items inside the data. So I may put country names of USA. Let's take one USA and another one is Canada and another one is UK. And yes, we may put any of country we can add here, China. Okay, so these are the href links, you know that where it should go, or if any value you want to put, yes, you may put the value also there by using href. Other than href you want to put some other than list items also you may use here. Okay, so let's see for an example. USA, maybe hashtag is a reference for the link, the sample links only I'm adding here. Okay, so China. Save this and let's see how it will be presenting. Simply it is showing menu items only. So inside there is a div one button I'm going to adding inside this particular div. This would be called button, open and end and drop down, or else you may put countries also. Drop down, for the reference purpose we are adding the countries also. In real time we may put only countries. Select the country, the clear name is select the country. See, drop down, select the country only, we'll add these all the list items when we press this button. How it is by making CSS we'll learn now. So first what I am doing, so I am trying to applying, this is the one class for CSS, this is the another class for CSS, and this is for the another class for CSS. Three classes independently I'll write and show you how things are happen here. So first we'll go with drop down button. So the button class, class class, I may create the class is dropbtn, drop button. So I'm taking a name of this class and going to the style. So here I'll implement a class with the name of dropbtn by pressing dot, by adding this name. The block I am initiating, first let's see very quickly. I'll write here background color would be gray. I'm taking, I think so, 4CAF, some around 60 or 70, whatever the color. If you need more colors you may check with that where you can check color wheel and you may apply your own colors there. Okay, so the font color would be white. Font color would be white, and padding around all the places it should be applied something 15px, and once the padding is there, font size will take something 14, 15, whatever it you need you may take it. Border, if any border is required means none. Border, if any required means none. By default it will be shows the border. So the cursor, we can put the cursor is pointer. When the cursor mouse is appeared inside the drop down, about the drop down, it should be looks like not hand, it should be when I refresh it should be like, see how the hand symbol it is displaying here. Alright, so the cursor is a pointer we have shown here very clearly. When I click this, I want to display these items. We are going to doing one by one in the next like drop down options only. For this drop down class, immediately I am writing here for class. I'll put the name is Dropdown. So this class I need to implement. After this we'll try to put here, yeah, yes. So here the Dropdown class we need to implement what we require like this particular div tag, div element. So positioning relative, all the setting of the items relative, display inline block, yes. Okay, so reload it once, check it, yes. So it will be applies. Where I have applied for Dropdown class or not? For this, am I applied the Dropdown class for the div element? Yes, I have applied, no? Dropdown class for the Dropdown class, yes. So once we see, I'm going to adding one more class is Dropdown content for inside the Dropdown. Where? Here. Class drop down hyphen content. This is the name of the class for this Dropdown. So go over here, create a class with the name. Now you write one by one what the requirements are to be required. So by defaultly display none. If it is possible, then only we can control the things. Position is absolute. This class is going to be position to be absolute, and background color to be like a hash. Which one we take? F2 will take, F2, yes, F3, F3. You may check it with the color code. By default I am taking, okay. Minimum hyphen width, yeah, minimum width would be like 160 px I am taking. You may take your wish to apply your sizes over there. And box to be shadow, box shadow, yeah, 0 px shadow effect. And maybe you may have seen that shadow means right or bottom or left or top. That way we can apply the shadows. So first it is 0 and 8 px for something to be, and the next level of shadow to be in 16 and increasing. And like one other angle is the last of the bottom is like 0 RGBA, and length of colors is 0, 0, 0, 0.2, like a light transparent only. Okay, z hyphen index, that would be, excuse me, applied for 1. So save this and reload. Wow, if I click this, then only it will be implies. For that, how we need to implement, we'll see now one by one. So the content of Dropdown, this content of Dropdown is having a link. So now how I am implementing new class, taking a copy of this class and yeah, taking a gap and writing clean code for a tag. What it would be, color to be black, padding of inside 12 px, comma, and a space or 15 px or 16 px, text decoration none, by defaultly if it is the system is browser is trying to applying anything, it should be none. So the display by default it's a block of code to be displayed over there. Save it and see. Okay, so what we need to do some exercises over here. What we need to do some exercises like action hovers we need to implement. How these are, let's check. Let's check one by one. Here I am implementing for, first we have implemented for drop content, content, the same class we are added here, correct. So the drop content we have added, and we have seen the div elements to be implies, yes, and yeah. Now we need to adding like a hover effects for drop content A. Yeah, copy, paste, drop content A, hover, H-O-V-E-R, hover, on hover, background color to be like F1 we take now. F1, 6 digits is enough. 6 digits are enough. Save it. Now check it. It should come, I think so. Now if it is coming, not coming means like we'll put like a drop down hover dot drop, yes, drop down colon hover. This drop down hover and dot drop down content. Okay, what we need to do, display block, display block, display block to be applicable. Reload. Wow, what you are presenting, this to be like a content class as well as drop down button, this one, and this drop down content where we have applied for the list items, this to be applicable when on hover this class of display block to be impact. So save this. When I placing my mouse, it's automatically expanding, so the items are not selecting, no. So let's check with that by writing something, a new class for this also. Otherwise it's not we are not understanding where exactly we are getting mouse pointer. So drop down hover, okay, and drop btm. All right, so the background color, yes, it would be, we take like something black, 3e, oh sorry, e, and yeah, now it is coming 8e, some 51. Save it, reload. Something it's not applied. Oh sorry, background color drop down button. So let's check, we can make it in small ease and save it. Yeah, because the color is available, automatically it will apply here. The color of when I press the drop down and hover effects will automatically, yeah, it's going to making dark black of drop down countries only. For the list items also we may put the hover effect for the list items also. For li you have to add, that's it. For that li you have to add it. So try to implement this drop down list very clearly and practice more and more options also. More and more options also you try to practice to implement your code of applying of styles, beautiful styles. You will get a great experience by applying of handling of hover effects and applying of different colors in your web pages. All right. So this is what about how about we have completed this lecture. So we'll catch you in the next lecture. Thank you.